Alrighty, folks, welcome back to another episode of my Holy Broken Empire, where our empire is looking broken indeed. Just declared a war against France, where we're going to feed Burgundy, and we have almost 400,000 infantry alone inside of our empire, so that's pretty cool. Pretty cool and pretty strong. And unfortunately, though, Burgundy himself is rebellious, so he's not actually going to help us in this war. So we're going to go ahead and rush over and siege down the French. I am actually going to embolden him further and give him land before we liberate him, but right now we're kind of in dire need of prestige in order to do the actions that I intend to do, like releasing nations from the empire. I finally have one prestige now, but being at war prevents me from actually doing what I wish to do. Burgundy is fighting in his own land, defending himself, which is perfect, because the French have stepped over, so he is basically participating. He's just not going to go siege down their territory. But soon enough we will arrive. Now, where are his claims? They are all down here, so there's no point focusing up there. Let's come down here and take this fort. Hurry the siege along. This seems to me like it may be a swift war, guys. I guess I quite desire Diplo points, so I'm just going to take the advisor, which gives us the most points there, as none of those advisors are very good looking. Now, Burgundy's near the top, I know that. Yeah, I'm looking forward to these guys. We're going to have, like, it's almost the year 1600, so there's a lot of time remaining in the game. And I'm looking forward to Burgundy and Byzantium. I feel like they are emboldened enough here to where they're really quite strong. Like, they are going to be great powers. However, Glacier and the Teutonic Order, not the case. Yet. Beginning to build favors with Holland, which is significant. Of course. Because I want to call him into our wars against Russia or Great Britain. The capital of... There's some prestige. Nice. Each of these actions cost 25 prestige, and by actions I mean releasing nations, which is a little bit stressful, I suppose. Alright. There it is. So... let's do Byzantium. Byzantium is now free once again to do whatever it is that he desires. And I have the prestige, so let's do Burgundy as well. Alrighty, there we go. Add in those provinces. So Burgundy and Byzantium are now considered great powers. Cool. And I would say that well and truly Burgundy is stronger than France now. well and truly. So I would suggest that he should be able to go around and gobble them up, and hopefully even the English on the mainland at least, as opposed to the British Isles. Okay, so we still have favors remaining from previous years with these nations. It's good to see. And we need a real quick, fast, and in a hurry get some of these, get some prestige, some additional prestige to start liberating other nations. So I'm running out of Diplo slots, but once the Pope is happy with us again, I will free up a slot there, and I'm happy to free up some other slots as well in the future. Looks like the opportunity to PU Ethiopia is not really going to happen, unfortunately. So I wonder what we can do is check. Yeah, Byzantium would join for land of the Mamelukes. He hasn't shown what provinces are desirable because he's basically a new nation. But I'm interested to see that. Okay, I'm wondering about Georgia. I kind of have to make sure that I have Holy War CB against. Let's bestow grace on him. Holy War CB against Persia. But I'm going to begin to get rid of some other areas here. He's fighting a war against Hormuz, I guess. Okay, when does our choose come up with him? Ages away. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to feeding the Teutonic Order. I'm not going to lie, guys, the Teutonic Order is a little bit, just for you guys, the people who asked. It doesn't seem like the most productive ever. Hey, what? Conquer Galicia? Ah, because Bohemia is our subject. Cool. Interesting. So we can take a Diplo rep when I desire it. I'm wondering if we can revoke again. Now, I added a lot of provinces last time. I'm wondering, guys. Maybe we could revoke again. I wouldn't have the provinces that I added, but, you know, it slows things down a little bit. But the reason I wonder that is because, there's a lot of benefits. Like, Burgundy cannot form France and leave the Empire if he's our subject. I mean, whatever. Whatever. Let's declare this war. I want to check if Byzantium has debt. They do. Okay, we just got some navy force limit. That's cool. Gonna make sure we have over 20, overkill it a little bit of heavy ships. Okay, Byzantium, I can't pay off his loans, so we're gonna give him a crap ton of money. No debt. Good. Good. Okay. So what I'm trying to do there, guys, is I want Byzantium to attack Oh, I forgot to release Dolkadar last episode. Mistakes were made. I was going to release Dolkadar here, but he's... I think the areas are going to be a little bit... No, perfect. Haha, cool. That worked out very well. So we're going to... Uh-oh. This is not Turkish, so surely Dalkadar will be a member of the Empire. Surely. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Cool. We're going to go ahead and feed the crap out of Dalkadar, guys. I'm looking forward to doing that, but not right now. So what I intend to do is give him sort of Arabia, as I expressed in previous episodes. So... let's go ahead and do a Holy War CB here. I really want to deal with this. I know what the solution is. Solution is to attack AQ now. That the Mamluks cannot back them up. And we're not going to call them Byzantium. We're hoping, of course, that Byzantium will declare his own war, his own independent war. That's the whole idea. Against this fool. I'm going to try to sort of pave his way for success. Yeah. Really going to feed the crap out of Dalkadar, though. Whether we take it for ourselves or give it to him is mostly inconsequential. Aw, man. I usually don't do this, guys, but I actually value my prestige a lot. We're really far ahead in admin. I want that prestige. Do you have religious ideas? He just started religious ideas. Okay, that's something. My poor manpower is completely ripperinoed. Byzantium doing a good job adding land to the empire like a champion. My stack is just too big for this stage of the game, you know. We gotta chill out a little bit. Seriously, I do. Just bleeding out attrition everywhere. Here comes the Doom Squad down here to wreck his face. Yeah, so we can have Dalkadar core this up. No, truce time. Let's break his alliance with Persia and get out of that. Can't tell if the occupation is mine on Dalkadar unless I click on it, because they are so similar. The Mems are walking like all the way up there. I'm going to just go hunt him down and let my peeps... I can't remember where this guy was. Down the bottom. Cool. Let my peeps siege, and I'm going to go hunt his stacks down for war score. Yeah, so Dalkadar I'm going to feed manually. I think we discovered that's a good move, right? Feed them manually until they're really large and emboldened, and then release them. And then they're more productive. So now that I've caught and converted this up, I'm going to give this area to Georgia. And yeah, we'll use the ally slot with him. And I'm going to, well, let's feed him manually into Persia. I'm going to give him this area. And then I have Holy War CB against him. we'll feed him manually into Persia, so he's strong as. And then I'll release him later. Similar thing with Dulcadar as well. So to anybody who thinks that this is the best game ever or whatever it's supposed to be, to people who think they've had a better game, I don't think that this is the best game ever. What I'm doing is basically learning as I go in a way, which is always going to be flawed and have issues. Like, obviously, if we just PU'd Castile, in terms of time, that would have been a productive thing to do. But in a way, we're like a bit of a forerunner by doing this stuff, guys. And that's the plan. My option was to just do the one video concept on how to do this, or do the series, and I felt like playing the series. So, I'm looking at the overextension. We're going to be doing something like that. It's a big chunk of land. And probably, I will probably core them up myself. I'm thinking about Catalonia. Catalonia we should just feed manually as well. Let's be honest. Let's not release him yet. So who do I want to release? Probably Giorgio. Okay, we're doing well on prestige then. Because we're not in a desperate need to release anybody at the moment. Do we have ticking war score? Yes, we do. It looks like it. Dulcadar was also Catholic, which is cool. Which I didn't realize. I guess Byzantium's converted some of his land up. I didn't realize that he's actually going to be Catholic, because it appeared as though the majority of his provinces were Sunni, but yeah, with Byzantium, after feeding him, the majority of them were Catholic. That's a little bit nicer. I should improve relations with him, etc. So let's do that. So I really don't want to kind of overload him, Dulcadar, and that's why I'm going to core up the provinces myself, stabilize them myself, and then we'll feed him that much more. Like, if we don't have a truce with him, which we don't, we'll go ahead and attack him. But I learned from client states, actually, that Dulcadar, or any nation for that matter, just starting them from scratch like that when they're a weak, small nation, and just overloading them. For those of you who don't know, when you actually release a vassal, they begin with 0, 0, 0 in all of their points, and it's part of the reason that he only just begun coring this up is because he doesn't have the admin. So a good way to basically deal with that, if you want to empower them, is to actually core the stuff up yourself. That gives them some time to build up some points, generate some points, and also, what is Imperial Conquest? Total development at least 1,000. Okay, well, we might struggle for that. That's supposed to be like become imperial rank, but because I can't do that, I'm not too concerned about it. We're over halfway there, but it will fluctuate a lot. Yeah, Darklight I can build up some points, and we're going to basically hand stuff off to him for free. Whoa. We got to be doing some more assaulting dudes. We'll do that against Persia. I do want to be at peace though. We're almost there. So that I can give Georgia a border with Persia. There we go. The Teutonic Order rivaling Poland once again. And Glacier making up more claims. It's good to see. God dang it. See if we can get that PU over Great Britain. That'd be good. It'd be a long time before we could integrate him, but I'd still take that. There's no doubt about that. Mamluks are dead. Going to be focusing on our truce timer here. Overextensions are very high. Oh no! We're buffered out by those two provinces. Oh, feels bad, man. That's okay. Let's at least begin by converting them. Conversion is fairly slow. Our influence is really high on the clergy. I'd like to take a missionary strength advisor. Let's just roll for one, I suppose. Alrighty, so let's embolden Georgia, and then we're going to go in for the big feed. Path is dead. We're going to go in for one big feed now, because he's been up and running for a while. He should have some military points. Against Persia. Yeah, so Byzantium did not declare his own war. That's a shame. What can you do, though? Okay, so Persia's a joke. Oh, I didn't see what that was. Somebody declared war? Aha! Byzantium attacking Venice and hopefully gobbling him up. Hee hee hee. Muhahaha. "32-year-old British dude, unlikely to die." Okay, Bohemian Liberated side. This is why we need some of that prestige. Now, if he had economic issues, if we ever get a ton of prestige, we can put our dynasty on his throne. We lose Liberated side, we gain Liberated side doing that, but it's a modifier which tapers off. Having sharing the same dynasty gives you positive 5 Liberated desire, which is permanent. So I will consider doing that. A lot of my subjects, in fact, most of the empire, is walking around exiled. Aha, of course. That taking up will sort out the Liberty Desire massively with Bohemia. How far were we behind, I wonder? Just one. But it's a big chunk of compensation for that Liberty Desire, I'm sure. Now we officially have a nice navy up and running, theoretically. It'll be difficult to build our naval tradition up from scratch. Navy tradition. We would need some nice admirals. To win battles. 350 to influence Bohemia? Let's not bother. I think it just does relations. Okay, now the question is, where is Georgia on this list? He is down the bottom. Yep. So the intention is to help enable him to kind of crusade into the east. But it's not a priority, you know? He's not the prime candidate to do so, which is a shame. But like I said, it's not the priority. He's going to become a genuine independent nation. And the cool thing is that, as you can see, guys, that the East is really fractured. So theoretically, if Persia goes into a decline because of the war that we're crushing him here, then, like for example, other nations jump in and attack him, then there's going to be extra land for the Georgians to gobble up eventually. And then hopefully by that time they can crush Hormuz or whoever exists out there in the east. But like I said, he will be genuinely self-autonomous, so like I'm not even going to be that pedantic about him. He's got a nice buffer outside of Europe of land, so hopefully, considering his borders, you know, his bordering members of the empire, even if he suffered losses, it would just be whatever. But obviously we'd be rooting for him. All right, so let's see how much land we can give him. Now, he might be overextended. Nah. Does he have overextension? I think he'll be alright. That's 7 development. I think he'll be alright. Either way, we've got troops stationed nearby to help him out. There you go, Georgia. It's time to be a real boy. It's time to fly away. When can I change my focus? Not forever. Hey, Byzantium's going in on the Knights. So Venice has Crete and the Knights as friends. But unlike us, Byzantium seems to be having... Oh, spoke too soon. Some success going in on the Knights. We have more transports now, though. So we should be good. obviously giving all of the occupations to Byzantium here. Again, I bloody forgot. I put a general there specifically so that he would go on into the here, but the generals never. You have to manually do it if you want your general to lead the charge. That's quite frustrating. Oh well, I just got to get used to it so that I don't do this. Naples is coming in with a monster stack though. Beautiful. What a legend. Speaking of Naples, I was hoping that he would make some claims in North Africa. That would be cool. Yeah, so I think Georgia. Let's let's let him stabilize. That's what I'll do. He should stabilize. We can see he is a bit starved for admin because he's not coring these up properly. Where there's really no reason he shouldn't. They are accepted culture and they are the same religion. So he is a little bit starved for admin. We can see that, which is not ideal. My poor beautiful general. I was about to say my poor army tradition is really lacking. Okay. Our favors are there almost. They're getting there with Holland. What's going on? Oh, I get it. My transports are full. Which means if we don't PU England, guys, oh. Jeez. 62-year-old in Ethiopia. That'd be cool if we could PU him. Truce is up with Castile. That's an opportunity to feed our friend. One province. But I'd do it. I say I'd do it. I mean that I will do it. He's got a truce for France. Okay. Let's go. Burgundy will crush him, I'm sure. Let alone the rest of the empire. Alright, we have additional transports now, so... Can we please kill the knights? Just revenge from our previous war, where we failed to do so. Stability is currently at 3. That's really nice. Let's grab manpower from the Pope. Haha, Byzantium backs us up. Get wrecked. Get wrecked, I say. Uh-oh. What's this province called? Fine. Let's go fight some rebels out there. Easy rebels. Get wrecked. Okay, so he's on there, he's sieging. Let's just do that really quick to help him out progress. We've got military points coming out of our ears. So something happened which I wasn't really happy about. There we go. The occupation is now Byzantium. We took the province here in Crete and he instantly pieced him out, which I'm not sure he would have done if he had the occupation. Maybe he would have annexed him anyway. We'll see what he decides to do with the knights. Because I kind of want Byzantium to just annex him anyway. Well, there's so many dudes here. Let's get out of here. Now our colony in West Africa is taking off a little bit. slowly but surely. And that's going to give us the nice CBs out here. So I definitely... This is where we can get our own development, you know? I actually am going to begin focusing out there. That's probably where our navy will be. I mean, that's what I would be doing, guys, if I was really trying to have the good old times, the good old games. But as you guys know, I have done this so many times before. So England going to war means it's not a PU over him. Just a little bit of a shame, but having the dynasty would do the job, as I'm confident we can defeat him in combat. Yeah, so the knights exists still. What? Okay, he's a vassal. Okay. Alright, he'll be integrated in due time. I was like, what? He got away scot-free? But he didn't. Cool. Byzantium has officially Colorinoed him and expanded. Cool. Our own, definitely not a subject, has subjects. That's cool. Okay, that fort has fallen. And the Empire begins to flood into the Iberian Peninsula. That's good. "63 years old, surely you'll die, guy." We would need more prestige than him, which we do have, to claim his throne. Let's top our relations off with Genoa if we're going to release him. Really try to overkill our relations with these nations that we're going to release. Okay, we're about to be capped on military points. Oh, I shouldn't be boosting military there, my bad. But it's not the end of the world, because the dev is so high by comparison that we actually need to boost some of the other stuff so that it can be boostable. It's all good. Not a big deal. Oh, jeez. That, on the other hand, is annoying, because I don't want them to convert those provinces back. Yay, go Bohemia. Don't convert that, please. Are you serious? No way. Wow. We have to chill with this amount of overextension until we core that province up. Wow. That's painful, man. Wow. I'm a little bit triggered about that. Brutal. How cool was that, man? That was actually a clever move by Byzantium, because he probably didn't want the trash region here of Venice. But Byzantium is the 7th great power, and he now has a subject in which he's influencing. Lol. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool in a way. I like it. I don't like the overextension that we have though. So Georgia surely will rival Persia once he's free. Oh yeah. When I'm at peace, I'm going to hand this off to Genoa, now that it's inside the Empire. That prevented Galacia from forming. Ruthenia, which is a issue. Any of these that convert, we want to start adding to the trading company, which we will one day dominate. That's the dream. I'd definitely be willing to spend a few Diplo points here, giving Catalonia provinces that, well, boosting them. Costs 41 though, man, jeez. Granada, on the other hand, is low development. No, I'm not going to do it. For some reason, these nations have a habit of claiming up the territory of the nation you declare war on. What I am going to do is break his alliance with Portugal, and I'm going to give him the one province that I want, and that's going to enable him to make up a ton of claims, at least a ton in terms of development claims, which I'm fairly confident he will do. And then once we fed him that much more, you know, you guys get the point. When he's so strong that he can crush Castile himself, we don't have to worry about anything like that. Okay, let's do some business while I'm at war. So, Genoa, at peace. God, I can't even think straight. While I am at peace, hand off a province to Genoa. We did that for the sake of his area. He can have it. Now we have prestige. So let's have a look. We'll give this area to Georgia. Yeah, I'm not giving him that area. Now, he's always going to have Libertad. That's basically a problem because we've given him so many provinces. He's super happy. So I'll pay off his debt so that he feels better. And then we're going to break vassalage with him. So he's now free. And I suspect he'll go ahead and rival Persia and so on, which is pretty cool. I think it's cool. So I'm not even going to bother allying him or anything like that, guys. We're just wishing the best of luck for Georgia. Just hope that he expands, and of course that is free territory when we finally hit that button. That's the idea. Now, Dul could, I do want to make sure that I have CB out here. Yeah, screw it. Why don't we just wait around for that? It's not an issue. What else do we want to do while we're at peace? Are you serious? No way. What a tease. 63 years old, this guy gets an heir instead of giving me the dynasty. Feels bad, man. Feels really, really bad, man. 2 years' time, Burgundy's truce comes up with France. I'm looking forward to him just wrecking him. Which I'm pretty confident he will do. I was going to take another province from Croatia, but I'm worried about our overextension, so we can't do that. We can't exactly expand while we have this overextension, guys. Little bit awkward. Let's influence Georgia really quickly. So that's giving him some points to help him along. Now he's got our 15 military tech. Oh, but Persia has the 15 military tech. Jeez, okay. Persia's being attacked. Cool. So hopefully the guy who's attacking him knows what he's doing. And like I said earlier, this results in a bit of a decline for Persia. And Georgia's got some stuff to gobble up. He is rivaling him. He does have a truce with him, but I'm talking about the future. Now, why is it that Croatia, Corsica, dude, there's too many people and I have too little brains. I have too few brains when I'm bloody here early in the morning recording. Too few brains. I'm wondering why Corsica doesn't claim these provinces up. I would probably give it to whoever would, basically, if they're Italian. So Sweden. Do I want to free Sweden? Yes, I do. So why don't we... This is something we can do while we're at peace. He's got some liberty desire. Cool. Let's place a relative on the throne. And then I'm going to seize land this one. Nord. Okay. So we're now going to go ahead and do this. Doesn't reduce our relations. And Holstein is going to get that province. Oh yeah, that's right. WTF. We could return it to Sweden, guys. Should we do it? You naughty guy, Holstein expanding. We now have too many relation slots, so let's cancel this. We got Diplo ideas, so that's all good with Sweden. And we don't have to worry about Sweden forming Scandinavia anymore, because he doesn't have much of Denmark. So obviously we protect him from Russia if Russia goes in. Yeah, so I think he's good. His truce comes up with Denmark shortly, and hopefully he crushes Denmark when we are crushing France. Or when Burgundy's crushing France. Now I'm interested in who these nations are allying. Byzantium is allying the Pope. Wonder if Georgia will gain any relations. I could begin developing some of these up nearer to 30. Wine is still cheap. Not worth that much. Let's go ahead and develop some of this up. For some reason, guys, I'm going to be totally honest with you. During this series, I felt like the most insecure about this being boring. It's a little bit, yeah, I know a lot of people don't want to watch when the game's too easy. And I'm kind of learning as I'm going here, which I talk about a lot, and it's pretty slow. It's pretty slow. So I'm looking forward to adding everything to Europe and calling it a day for that reason. I just want people to know, though, that I've been struggling to put out content. I am working on other content, and this is not detracting a large amount. You'd be surprised. It's not really cutting into the time in which I'd be doing other things. And that is part of the reason that I decided I wanted to do this instead of doing it in my own time. But either way, this is a really awkward spot to be in because it's been many years and we haven't been able to core up the stuff. So it's putting me in a really awkward spot because we're limited by truce timers in other areas. I imagine, yep, we just about have favors with Holland. So chances are that this guy will not die. I would take the PU over Great Britain. What I would probably do is integrate Great Britain when I could, add him all to the empire and then release him as a nation. That would look pretty cool and glorious. And probably the coolest and glorious thing about that, the most glorious thing, is that it would prettify this area where we could hand it off to somebody else once we own it directly. But either way, the Teutonic Order is somebody that we have to really get up and running. So, we lost Sweden's... Crap, I didn't think about that. We actually don't have CB against Poland. So... Surprisingly, the Teutons are not rivaling Lithuania. Little bit confused as to why that's the case. I'm wondering how we're going to get the Teutons some of this land. One of the options that we have is to... looks like Kiev was just eaten by Lithuania again. Do you guys remember we released Kiev? That didn't work out very well. I feel like Glacier needs to be fed more if we want him to defeat Lithuania. So there's no point releasing him while we can. Releasing nations. There's no nations to release in his capital region. Damn it. Sweden has allied Poland. Let's bestow on him. I think let's break Sweden's alliance. We could probably break his alliance with Poland. I don't like that. Yeah. That's not cool. Because, yeah, I mean, maybe the Teutons will attack Poland when we attack Lithuania. How about that? Struggling, but just for the sake of coolness. It would be satisfying if the Teutons were to take over that region. I didn't expect this to take so horrendously long. It's upsetting, honestly. Years and years and years and years. Yeah, I guess I've been thinking about it, guys, and I guess it's me, right? That's what it is. Like it's not you guys or anything like that. I've talked about like how I don't feel like people are that enthusiastic about the series or whatever. It's not you guys for sure. It's definitely me. Now I think about it, like often when I do something like this, it's not recording. I don't do the commentary. Damn it! There's England with his ear. So let's go ahead and break this. Now we're ready to exploit him into the empire, though. Um, it's just that this is taking so long. I didn't intend to do like a full blown series about this, and that's why I'm talking about like I'd be happy if everything was just added to the empire. And the more I think about it, the longer it's going to take. I think that you guys get the point with this series, right? You get the point. It's pretty cool. It's pretty fun. Um, but this game in general, right? E4 in general is a game that is best played slow and with love, appreciativeness, if that's definitely a word. And a part of me doesn't have the motivation when we could be doing something cool and epic. But it definitely is fun to play around with the sort of exploits. Something that I don't spend that much of my time doing. But that's going to be it for this episode, guys. I'm hoping that Sweden begins to colonize something. I haven't seen if he has put a colony down. Nope, I don't see anything. But that would be pretty cool. Either way, guys, I feel like if hitting that button, that is obviously going to be the finale of the series, guys, is hitting this button and just integrating everything. But I have made up my mind finally, guys. We are going to cheese Russia and England into the empire. So this is going to be a war that we declare next episode, calling in Holland because we have the favours. We're actually going to peace out Great Britain by handing those provinces back. As soon as our truce is up, we're going to go in and annex his capital. That's going to move his capital back onto London. He's officially going to become a member of the empire. But I'm also going to try to do the same thing against Russia by taking St. Petersburg. We'll add it to the empire, as we can easily do. Then I will simply... Oh, dude, I wonder if we have coring range. It's going to be from here to there or from there to there. Although it neighbors the empire. I wonder if we have coring range. Stay tuned to find out. And then, yeah, wait till our truce is up, sell it back to him, whatever, and then return it to him. However, guys, I'm not 100% sure. I'm not going to lie. I think Russia might change his capital to Moscow. Then we return this to him, take his capital, and he like doesn't prioritize St. Petersburg. I'm not sure. Either way, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.